Happy Monday. If you're watching on replay, put in the comments, hashtag replay. Get everything set to go here. Live. Give everybody a minute or two to jump on. While I get myself situated. You know the drill. As you're coming on, tell me hi, tell me what you're working on, or if you want to tell me how your weekend was, or anything else that you want to tell us in the comments. You can tell us anything exciting happening in your life. Hey, Julie. My day has been pretty hectic. I'm still mid moving into my new house. So meeting with contractors and trying to get, well, mom was trying to get yard work done while I was doing things inside, trying to get organized. Hi, Shar. I'm glad that this week wasn't the 80/90 degree weather that we had last week. I'm glad we don't have to move in that. It's been pretty pleasant to actually have the windows and stuff open, not have to crank the air constantly. Noelle, Vicky, Nicole working on Taylor's dress. Awesome. Oriana, hi. Nicole, I don't remember if you just posted that on your personal page or if you put that in the craft along group. I just know it showed up on my Facebook feed. But for those of you who didn't see it, Nicole is working on the crochet Taylor Swift. What are they calling it? But it's not a dress. Taylor's dress. Okay. Apparently that's a huge blown up all over the internet, especially on in the crafting world. She wore this really cute striped tunic dress. So Nicole picked out yarn the other day. She's using Universal, I believe, Cotton Supreme DK, which is a great yarn. That's perfect for that project. Lee, thank you. You guys will hear more about this top in a minute. Donna, hi. Char, thank you. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, wait till you see the whole thing, you guys. It's gonna be, you're gonna love it. I love it. Yeah, Nicole's looks really cool, the dress that she's working on. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And I think this might be kind of a short one this week, but we'll see. I feel like I say that a lot. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is Monday, July 1st. Happy July, everybody. We are, can you believe we're halfway through the year? It's just crazy, crazy to me. Yeah, that would be awesome. Hi, Aunt Jackie. Hi, Jill. So today is July 1st. Happy July. My name is Kristen. I'm the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SBRC Marketplace. Marketplace hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 7. Our shop hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Monday nights are help nights here. Deb does that up in the front lobby. Wednesday nights for the next couple of weeks are also drop-in help nights. Those are 6:30 to 8:30 also. As a reminder, we are closed on the 4th, but we will be open Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, our normal hours, 10 to 7 this week. There might be, if there is a favorite food vendor that you like to frequent or like to check out when you're here, I would just double check some of their personal Facebook pages or their individual Facebook pages to see if their hours are different. I do know a few of the food vendors here at least plan on being closed all week this coming week. So just kind of keep that in mind. Know that, you know, it's the holidays. So I'm hoping the market will still be busy. You guys know you can always come hang out with us still. And my hope for any holiday like this is that when family comes from out of town to visit those who live in town, they might take some time to, the locals might take some time to bring the out of towners down here to show off what a cool place this is. So we want to be here to be able to show off, I guess. Plus see all of our regulars, of course. So we'll close on Thursday only. Toward the end of today's live, I will be showing the second of our custom colors. You can kind of see a little bit of it in the top that I'm wearing, but unless if I move my hands, you'll see it more. But for now, I'll just say like this, and then you can't focus on it. This is a little bit blended anyways. But toward the end of our live today, I will show that off. I've got swatches to show too. In addition to what the whole sweater looks like, not just the top part of it. The middle of the mitten, well, it's all right. I tried to put notes on here about things going in order, so let me back up a little bit. July 3rd, Wednesday, July 3rd is when the pattern goes live for Marie Green's 4-day knit along. This year, the pattern is called Spill the Tea. That is it. This little vest right over here. Sleeveless top vest. I have had people comment that mine looks quite a bit narrower than the one that is shown in the pattern. So this is kind of the featured photo that they show, and you'll see it drops down fairly far on her arms in this picture. That has to do with the amount of ease that you put in the top. So as you can see here, like it's pretty loose on her. There are some folds in the fabric there, so you can see there is no shaping. There are no sleeves. It's still just a straight box. Mine is just a little bit narrower, so it doesn't look like it comes down on the shoulders the same way. So the pattern's called Spill the Tea. The pre-order is still up on Ravelry. You can purchase the pattern now. You get basically this little packet, information about yardage, instruction, needle sizes, kind of a little schematic. So you can see there it's just a basic square. Essentially, you do pick up and do a tiny bit of ribbing for the sleeves. That's it. Suzanne, you should take a class. You could learn. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Yes, I'll be talking about the toasted tea in a minute. So info about the pattern and swatching information is what you should do if you're picking between sizes. So the pattern goes live if you've purchased it already in your Ravelry, hi Ruth, library. You'll have an update at some point on Wednesday. Not quite sure when that's going to be. If you plan on coming here and working on it on Wednesday, you're more than welcome to do that. We're not doing any official cast on party here during the day or in the evening. My brain can't handle it right now, but you're welcome to come and work on it. I also had Sarah from down at Purple Sage Beads make some fun little stitch markers. And let's see if I can get a variety of them here. So what we're going to do with this, because I'm not doing it in any sort of official event. Hi, Liz. Liz, when I start talking about my tea, pay attention because I might have told you wrong on some of the yardage. So for anybody starting the Spill the Tea knit along, if you bring in your project cast on anytime this month, you will get a free little stitch marker. I wish there was, I don't have a, bear with me for a second here. This might work. Trying to figure out a way to space these out a little bit so you can see them. So can you guys see these little guys? Little stitch markers. I can't tell if it's coming in clearly or not, but they're cats in teacups. They're so stinking cute, and it's just a whole mixed variety of them. So if at any point in the month of July you cast on your Spill the Tea top, bring it in, show us your cast on, and we will give you one of these cute little stitch markers. We will have them for sale if you want to purchase more, or if you're not working on this project and just want them because they're so stinking cute, they will be for sale, but you get one for free if you bring in your cast on. So wanted to do a little bit of something for those of you who are participating in it. So that starts Wednesday. Yarn crawls, the middle of the mitten yarn crawl. We do still have a few bags and passports left for that. Those are $10. You get the passport and a tote bag. And that runs July 11th through the 20th. Then the Heartland Yarn Adventure runs July 26th through August 4th. That's $5, and you get a passport and an enamel pin. They are very, very cute. We have those for sale here in the shop as well. Okay, events. For the yarn crawls, we will be. Sorry, you guys, my child just texted me and I don't know why they're texting me. Oh. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yarn crawl. We will be doing, every year we try and do some sort of fun sale while the yarn crawl is going on. This year is no different. We will have sale yarn. I have decided it's going to be a little bit different every day. So if you're local or if you are not sure when you're going to be in here, it might be worth taking a couple of trips in here because we might have a different featured yarn each day. We're definitely going to have some buy one, get one 50% off, buy two, get one free, all kinds of good sales like that. So it's a great time to be able to stock on some goodies. You know, whatever yarn we have here is good yarn. I loved it enough to bring it in at some point. Sometimes things just need to find new homes. So, yeah, even if you are not participating in the yarn crawl, you are still welcome to come in and shop the sales. You don't have to be participating in the yarn crawls to get, have you seen some of the prizes for the Heartland Yarn Adventure? I lost count. They're featuring some great prizes. Can't remember how many needle sets, just saying worth $5 for a chance to win. I haven't been paying attention. Apparently Melissa has, which is awesome. That's why I keep her around, one of the many reasons. But yes, as a reminder for the Heartland Yarn Adventure, just purchasing a passport and having us stamp that one page gets you an entry to all of their prizes. The way that one is set up is the more stores, the more shops you visit, the more stamps you get, the more, however many stamps you get is how many entries you get for their prizes. Lots and lots of really cool prizes. There are a lot of shops participating. You don't have to go to any more than you want to. You can just keep it in the Tri-Cities areas. You can pick a region. You can make it your own, whatever you want to do with it. But for $5, yeah, it's kind of like buying a raffle ticket, but not, because it's not really a raffle per se. But lots of really cool prizes. We are doing, last week I featured some of the prize donations for our shop that we've gotten from Chaigu. And today I'm going to show off two kits that we got from Madeline Tosh. So Madeline Tosh sent us two prize donations. So one will be for each yarn crawl. We'll do kind of a prize drawing at the end, but they sent two kits. Each of them have two skeins of their twist light base. I have to take them out of the bags because you know how it is. The plastic just doesn't do it justice. So this kit consists of Mirth and Rebel Rainbow Rider. Look at that. Look how beautiful those are. So this is one of the prizes that our shop is able to give out, thanks to Madeline Tosh donating. There is a little envelope in here. I just was looking at it before I got on the live. I told Melissa I was assuming it was a pattern. It is not. It's some little goodies. There's an enamel pin. There's a sticker. Fun little goodies from them. But it's two skeins of fingering weight yarn at 420 yards each. So great 2-color shawl, a great start for a sweater. Just a fun prize. Socks, of course. The other color combo they sent. This is beautiful, and it's something, this is kind of the colors I should do more of in the shop, and I just don't, but then I see them and they're beautiful together. These are Road Less Traveled and Telegraph Wire. Look at those golds. And this is like a gray base to it with the gold flecks in there. Coppery gold, really, really cool. So that's the other kit. So we have, for each yarn crawl, we'll have a kit from Madeline Tosh to give away, which is awesome. I appreciate their support of us. For the Heartland Yarn Adventure, we will have a Barocco trunk show here with one of their new yarns. It's a bulky chainette style cotton yarn. And the way Barocco does their trunk shows, if you've not seen one in stores, that they send a lot of models that are using that yarn, and they're both knit and crochet projects. We will have the yarn here. We can also special order and drop ship the yarn to you if we either don't have enough or you don't want to take it with you when you leave. So that's something that will be happening for the Heartland Yarn Adventure for sure. That's the prizes. I wanted to mention that the Saginaw Community Votes is still open. That goes, I think, at least the entire month of July, and you can vote every day, and you can vote in the different categories, and you can vote for more than one business. So like there are some categories where Purple Sage Beads and the Little Yarn Shop are both listed, and I have gone on there and voted for both because I like both places. I mean, it's supposed to be your favorite, but obviously this is going to be my favorite, but I want to spread the love a little bit too. So there are 3 categories that were listed under, as far as I know. One is craft stores, one is fabric, yarn, and wool. And I think the third is hobbies, crafts and hobbies. Shoot, I just looked earlier today and I don't remember what they are, but I think we're listed in 3 different categories. So please, like I said last week, we don't get anything from it. It's not like we get any monetary thing. We really don't even get like a plaque or anything, but it's kind of bragging rights. It just helps us know that you guys love us. Okay, so before we talk about what I'm wearing, I'm going to talk about what I'm working on. I have made a little bit more progress on my Felix cardigan. So why would I have the pattern in here? I don't. Just knitting away on a, oh, I do. So Felix cardigan is kind of an oversized, well, boxy crop top cardigan, top down, seamless. I am knitting it the way the pattern is written. It's not going to be quite this short because I accidentally went an inch too long, but knitting the sleeves the way it calls, what it calls for. The sleeves are narrow. Jackie made a couple of these and we got talking about that the other day, that the sleeves, the way they're written, are pretty fitted. I would recommend, and I'm going to put this in the shop's project notes. I'm going to recommend to people, if you don't want a really fitted sleeve, you could almost omit any of the decreases because it starts at a pretty decent point, at least for my size. So instead of traditional raglan, make one left and make one right, you've got these pretty yarn overs that make a nice little lacy pattern. So I've got one sleeve done. Picked up for my second sleeve. That's as far as I got because I am feverishly working on samples for the yarn crawl. But if I put this on, and I do think the yarn will have some relaxing to do when I block it. But you can see it's a pretty fitted sleeve. You wouldn't be able to layer much of anything under it. So, and for the size that I did, which was the smallest size, it only has 3 sets of decreases. There is a decrease here, a decrease here. Well, okay, 4 total. 1, 2, 3, and then the one right up under the arm. I would almost not do any. I would almost just pick up the way it was and knit it straight down. But this yarn is the, oh, I moved it. It's not there anymore, so I can't see it. Viento, Plymouth Viento. And it's kind of a worsted / bulky. No, I don't even have a label in here, but it's an alpaca bamboo blend. So soft and squishy. So I'm working on the second sleeve on that. I am also working on a cowl. It's called Let's Twist. It is a knit cowl. I can't show it to you because it's with our 3rd custom color. So you'll get to see that next week, but I can tell you about it a little bit. So it is from Brenda and Heather It is a DK weight gradient. Their base is called Octoply, so it's an 8-ply, really round and springy DK weight yarn. It's the same base that we used for the Saginaw Standard cowls, the DK weight cowls last year. But this Let's Twist cowl pattern is really fun. You start, it's knit flat, and then you seam it in the back. It has beads, it has lace, it has little noops. I know I've read discussions before about different ways to pronounce that. It's not a bobble. It's something a little bit smaller than a bobble. But there are definitely some techniques in this. It's not a straightforward knit, but I want it to be something special that's really going to show off this yarn, and I think it does. Nicole was kind enough to knit or to crochet a cowl sample for us out of the same yarn. So I'm super excited for you guys to be able to see, should be able to see both of those next week, hopefully done. Yes, I'm in the middle of a move, but I'm really, really hoping that I can get this cowl done so I can show it off next week. It just might be my plan for the weekend. It is a very, very well-written pattern, and it's both written and charted. I'm typically a charts girl, but I'm finding this one easier to go line by line with the written instructions. If you like following instructions like that, you will love this pattern. It is all written out very nicely. My problem is it's not super intuitive, so I have to pay attention, which is, if you know me, you know that's not my strong suit. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it. It is beautiful. It's got yarn overs. It's got those little nups. It's got some twisted ribbing, traveling stitches. Oh, it's just, I can't wait for you guys to see it. I wish I could show you that now, but I'm going to wait. Build the tension, right? It's going to be totally worth it. Plus, I want you to see it when it's all done. So that's primarily what I'm working on, which is why I haven't gotten much done on that second sleeve of the Felix cardigan. Okay, so as a reminder, talking about custom colors. This is the photo grouping that we sent to the dyers, to Ridiculous, Dream in Color, and Brenda and Heather. Last week, I showed off the Bright, which was the Ridiculous Stardust Sparkle Fingering Weight superwash merino nylon with a little bit of sparkle in it, 438 yards. So this was the first one. This one's called Friendship Gardens, and you can't even really see the sparkle. Oh, there you go. Look at that sparkle. Look, it matches my nails. So that was the first one. I did make up a little swatch. I didn't block it because I forgot. I threw this in my bag and then forgot, but you can see different textures, how it looks in stockinette, how it looks in seed stitch. There is a little bit of cabling in there and some lace. It's probably upside down. Let's try it this way. Not that it really matters, but so you can see this is just one strand on its own, what it looks like knit up. Now, the second color is from Dream in Color. This one is called Blossoming Friendships. And this is their smushy cashmere base, 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. This one went the opposite direction. Look at this, you guys. Pinks with some little pops of that darker red magenta color, the greens, the real pale greens. It's just beautiful. And of course, it's mushy with cashmere, so it's super, super squishy. The Ridiculous skeins will retail for, where are my notes? $31 each. The smushy with cashmere will be $36 each. All of these yarns will be available in store and on the website starting July 10th. So Wednesday, July 10th will be when these will be available online and in store. So the week the yarn crawls start, but the day before the official yarn crawl starts. Or you're welcome to call in orders too. So this one is, what did I say? Blossoming Friendships. So these two plus a solid pink. So the top that I'm wearing is the Tolsta tee, which is this guy right here. And it's written for 2 strands of fingering held together or a DK weight yarn. So this whole top is 2 strands of yarn held together. It started at the top with 2 strands of Heritage pink. I believe this is their 2-2 pink. Then I started to marl it and gradiate into the other colors. So the first chunk that you see is 2 strands of the solid pink. The second stripe that you see is a strand of the pink and the strand of the blossoming friendships. Then I'm wearing shorts, you guys. I don't ever wear shorts, so it's a little bit odd. The next band, the next stripe you see is 2 strands of just this yarn. So you can see it looks a little bit different holding 2 strands together versus just 1 strand, but really it's very, very similar. That's the look that you'll get if you're just knitting with this yarn on its own. The next band down or the next stripe down is a strand of blossoming friendships and a strand of friendship gardens. That is what's, now I can't even tell, that here, that stripe here. Then the bottom portion is just 2 strands of, hi Tony, 2 strands of the friendship gardens. So it's a really cool, I love the marled effect. You get kind of that fadey look. The pink from Ridiculous is a bit brighter, but I love it. I love the way it gradiates down. I just kept the sleeves because really all you do is pick up and do a little bit of ribbing for the sleeve. I kept it the 1 strand of the pink and the 1 strand of the Smushy with Cashmere because this is why. I really assumed I would be able to get away with 1 skein of each of the colors. This is what I have left of my first color, color A, we'll call it. I had just enough of this left to do this little swatch. So the size that I did was the 35.5 inch bust. The Tolsta tee is written for a 31 inch bust up to a 66 inch bust. So depending on what size you're doing, you're going to need a different amount of yarn, obviously. For anything over the smallest size, I'm going to say you're going to want 2 balls of, or 2 hanks of your second color if you're going to knit the top like this in this order. Whatever you use as your second color, because it blends with both yarns, I'm using that yarn from here to here. So you're using a lot more of it than you are either of the other 2. I had a little bit more of the Ridiculous left after my swatch, but not a ton. So something to keep in mind. I really, I feel like I do this to myself every year where I say, I'm just going to knit something that doesn't require explanation or special notes. But this one kind of does because it doesn't break down yardage for knitting it the way I knit it. What I will say is the yardage that they list, when it lists yardage of 521 to 1100 yards, essentially, that is for a DK weight yarn. So if you're going to use fingering held double, you need twice the amount of yarn. So for my size, it says 583 yards. That would be 1166 yards, and 3 skeins of a fingering weight yarn gets you approximately 1200 yards. So Heritage has a little bit more, 437 yards. There we go, Liz. That's a good way to look at it. Yep. If you want to do it like I did, 1 of each. If you are worried about running out of yarn, get 2 of your second color. So I will kind of leave that the way it is. And of course, we're here to help you We do have a second batch of both of those two yarns on order. Ridiculous is supposed to be dyeing ours, I believe, this week or next week. She's a little bit, she doesn't have quite the weight that Dreaming Color does, especially now Dreaming Color / Madeline Tosh. They have a bit of a weight, but we do have some more on order. So keep that in mind if you are trying to budget for certain things. Don't want to do it all right now, or want to get a skein now and more later. Keep that in mind too. What else do I have for notes on here? So it starts July 10th. I mentioned at the beginning, but I will mention it again. We are closed on Thursday this week for the 4th of July. Wednesday, we will have drop-in help again from 6:30 to 8:30 in addition to Monday nights. The Dream in Color pop-up club will continue. We are continuing with that. That will pick back up again in August. That is a 10-month club. Each month we get 10 skeins of Smushy with Cashmere in an exclusive color that only the shops who participate and sign up ahead of time get to receive. So we will have those. There is a discount if you buy a month ahead of time. There is a greater discount if you buy all 10 months before the program starts. And Brenda and Howdy are. That is all I have for you guys tonight. It is a little bit shorter. I thought it might be. I do apologize. I've been mid packing and moving and had a contractor coming to the house to give me a quote on some things. He was supposed to show up between 3 and 4. He didn't show up till after 4. So kind of pushed everything back a little bit, hence the not quite put together look you guys normally see from me. But I couldn't not come on here and show the second of our custom yarns, and I really cannot wait for you guys to see the third one. It's gonna be, I think you're gonna love it. I love it more than I love the Saginaw Standard one from last year, and I really liked that one too. So next week I will have that one to show off. I for sure will have the crochet version to show off. Nikki, if you can't get it to me, I will find a way to get it from you. I'll swing by your work if I have to. Or your house. Yeah, again, as a reminder, the Marie Green 4-day knit along, spill the tea, cast on starts, pattern goes live on Wednesday. You can come in and work on that if you want. Cast on, show us your cast on, get a free stitch marker. And yeah, we're excited for everything that July is going to bring and the new people that we're going to see. It's going to be great. Lots going on, lots in all of our lives. I think that's just all good stuff for us. So I hope everybody has a great week. I hope you have a safe and happy 4th. If we don't see you in here sometime this week, I will see you, be back here next Monday at 7 o'clock. So enjoy this beautiful weather, enjoy your summer, enjoy family and friends, whatever you get to do, just make the most of it. And if we don't see you in the shop, we'll see you back here next week.